All right, guys. So, some more Biden news from the G7 summit among world leaders. And guys, quite honestly, Biden is the most embarrassing world leader on stage. I mean, I'm honestly embarrassed. Okay, I just am. Right, I really am at this point. Because I mean, it is quite clear this man is just not mentally fit to be president. He's just too damn old. Okay, he's too old. He's clearly leading from behind.
Really appreciate coming up for this seat.
Very nice. Official birthday. I know.
Don't jump.
Right? He talks a big game when he can actually talk and string together a coherent sentence. But outside of that, he just gets caught slipping too much. And quite honestly, again, it's embarrassing. Okay, it's laughable. I mean, he's literally a laughing stock. Just like when other world leaders was laughing at him after he reminded the British Prime Minister Boris Johnson to introduce the South African president, even though Boris Johnson just did that.
And just say how pleased I am to welcome those who have just joined us, bringing some pretty spectacular weather with them. Prime Minister Modi, President Ramaphosa, President Moon, in just a minute.
And the President of South Africa.
And the President of South Africa, as I said earlier.
Oh, you did?
I certainly did.
But you get to mention it twice.
So I'll go over that again. Let me tell you, we're delighted. I'm glad to say we're joined by Prime Minister Modi of India.
Guys, how embarrassing is this? Right? This man is just not there. He's not there. Okay? And probably one of the most embarrassing moments, in my opinion, that really defines how Biden is perceived on a world stage and just how much of an empty suit that he is, how much of just a big talker he is how Putin has talked about Biden, right? When Putin has talked about Trump, you know, he gives remarks that are somewhat respectful of Trump. When he talks about Biden, it's clear that Putin does not see Biden on the same level as him. Right? At least in terms of, I guess, alpha male per se. Okay? But Biden, like I've been telling you guys, has talked big game up until this point when it comes to Putin, right? He's trying to act tough on Putin because Trump was so soft on Putin, allegedly, according to the liberal media. So let me actually remind you guys of the big tough talk that Biden was talking against Putin when he first got into office. Take a look.
You know Vladimir Putin. You think he's a killer?
Mm-hmm. I do.
So what price must he pay?
The price he's going to pay, well, you'll see shortly. He will pay a price. We had a long talk, he and I. I know him relatively well. And the conversation started off, I said, I know you and you know me. If I establish this occurred, then be prepared.
You said you know he doesn't have a soul.
I did say that to him, yes. And his response was, we understand one another.
He said Putin was a killer, right? When asked, he said, yep. And that there's going to be some consequences for Putin, okay? Biden was talking big smack. And now Biden is a few days from meeting Mr. Putin face to face at Geneva. And lo and behold, he was asked about these comments calling Putin a killer. And Biden has an epic brain malfunction as a result. Take a look.
What do you say to Vladimir Putin?
To answer the first question, I'm laughing too. Well, look, I mean, he has made clear that the answer is, I believe he has in the past essentially acknowledged that he was, there are certain things that he would do or did do. But look, when I was asked that question on air, I answered it honestly. But it's not much of a, I don't think it matters a whole lot in terms of this next meeting we're about to have. The second question was, I'd verify first and then trust. I have met with him. He's bright. He's tough. And I have found that he is as they say when you used to play ball, a worthy adversary. But the fact is that I will be happy to talk with you when it's over.
Oh my God, boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Let's get this straight here. So there's either one or two things that happen here. And I think it's a little bit of both. Biden either had an epic brain meltdown or he basically shut that big talk, that Putin's a killer talk down because he knows that Putin is about to pull up on him in the next few days and that they're going to have a face-to-face talk. And it might not be a good idea for a 78-year-old man to be talking smack like that about Putin, right? Calling him a killer. Calling him a killer. And guys, I think it's a little bit of both. I think when he was asked that question, he started to think about like, damn, do I actually want to keep talking that big trash right now? 2 days before meeting this man in person? And I think his brain was like malfunction. His brain couldn't calculate the right answer to this question because he knows he was talking real tough. Okay? Talking real tough. And guys, it kind of reminds me of that situation where, you know, you got the friend, you know, that's talking junk about some dude that he know or whatever, right? Some dude that he beefing with that he barely sees like that, okay? But the beef is there. But once you see that dude out in the club or in the streets, all of a sudden you don't have anything to say anymore, right? You quiet. Kind of like how I would imagine an interaction between Kwame Brown and Matt Barnes or Steven Jackson in the street, okay? That's how I would imagine things would go down, okay? I mean, and Biden not only was just quiet, he really had nothing to say, he was actually complimentary of Putin, right? Saying good things about Putin. That just shows you how much of a wimp this man is. Just how much he didn't really mean all that smack talk. Just how empty all that smack talk was in that ABC interview a few months ago. Now imagine if this was Trump saying this stuff about Putin. All this complimentary stuff about Putin. Just imagine that was Trump. You think the liberal media would let Trump get away with that? Heck no. Heck no. They will be coming after Trump tooth and nail talking about how, oh, Trump, he's in bed with Putin. Trump, he's giving compliments to Putin. This, that, and the other. And lo and behold, this is what Biden's doing. Because Biden, low-key, knows that he's about to meet Putin in a couple days. And he knows that this alleged killer, you might not want to be talking too much smack to this man right before you meet him. So therefore, you got to ease tensions. And I know Putin is probably looking at this right now and watching Biden is just looking at this man just like, oh, this dude is just weak. He's just weak, right? He weak sauce, right? Red meat, you know, like a lion looking at his prey, which again backs up what I was telling you guys about how I think that Putin sees Trump on the same level as him in terms of like, you know, alpha male, whatever. And he just does not see Biden on that at all, right? He is not intimidated by Biden at all. And Biden is proving it, right? That he's proven that, hey, he's not as tough as he talks, right? This is the same man talked about how he wanted to take Trump out back and show him a little something, right? And I'll also say this, I mean, at least with Obama, y'all might not necessarily like Obama, okay? I know a lot of people don't like Obama, but he did stand up to Putin, okay? He didn't allow himself to get alpha by Putin, okay? Obama and Trump, I think that Putin has a certain amount of respect for them, in my opinion, okay? Biden, on the other hand, I just don't see it. But I'm rooting for Biden, okay? I'm rooting for Biden because I'm rooting for America. I hope that Biden can stand up to Putin. I just don't see it. I just don't see it. So, hey, man, like I said, this is embarrassing, but it is quite hilarious. So, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.